Bienvenidos a Síncopas, el acento de de tu nueva música favorita. Hoy me acompaña en esta charla virtual Sarah Kinsley, quien nos va a hablar de su nuevo EP, Fleeting, y sobre todo el nuevo EP con sus nuevas versiones de piano versions. Hi Sarah, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm really good. How are you?
Fine, and happy to see you even in the distance. First, I would like to talk about your two EPs, practically Fleeting and the piano versions. Uh, what can you tell us about them?
Yeah, Fleeting came out in February and was kind of a long time coming. It's something I've been working on for a year prior, but it was just a really celebratory EP about the passage of time and things being fleeting, and accepting impermanence with like a lot of optimism and understanding the beauty of it. And the piano versions were just kind of another thing to accompany the main EP. It's just acoustic sort of ballad versions of Fleeting. So yeah, it's been really fun to have both of them out now.
I would like to borrow a concept from your previous album, Escaper, and I would like to ask you, how would you describe the realm of this new EP?
I would say the new EP is a bit darker. It's like much more centered around nighttime. I feel like I wrote a lot of the songs just at night for some reason, whether I was like traveling in a taxi or biking through the city in New York, or coming back really late from like a beautiful night out. So I think it's like a sort of darker, visually and maybe sonically too sounding EP. And it's very, I would say it's much more cathartic and much more intense, the sort of the realm of this body of work.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can hear it. And also, you have mentioned before, and I totally agree that music can express a lot without words. And I would like to ask you, what were the emotions you were trying to release through the instrumentation alone of these songs?
I think there's a lot of this sense of like yearning and desire that's embedded and sort of interwoven through the EP. There's my favorite sort of one of my favorite instrumental parts of it is this song Lonely Touch, which is all about yearning. The production begins like much smaller and then just becomes this huge, massive field of sound. And there's this one synth in the song that just like starts very, very lightly and is very small and quiet and sort of more narrow in range, and it just becomes really huge and very, very massive and takes up the entire sort of spectrum of sound. And that to me is like such a sonic metaphor for like my desire or the yearning that I was feeling writing the song, of just this unstoppable sound. And I love that that is sort of embedded into the song and outside of the lyrics, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And when did you realize that the track is truly finished, that you fully connect with these sounds?
Um, it's really hard to know when anything is like done, I guess. I think you can technically like keep working on a song forever, but I mean, I think we knew it was done when it was just like you step away from a song or a project and it's like this stands on its own. Like there's no tweaking to be done. It's just there's something about the music that makes you feel, and there's no more to be said about it almost. I don't know, I struggle with that a lot. I think it's very hard to know when a song is truly done, so I don't really have the answer.
Yeah, no worries. But also, I would like to ask, you mentioned Lonely Touch. I can feel that yearning that you are expressing. So I wanna ask you, what's your approach when you're writing about such complex feelings? How do you find maybe the lyrics or the sounds that suits them, that feeling?
I think that at least lyrically, when something comes out of me and there's like no other way I could have said it, that's the perfect lyric, you know, because it's there's no other synonym or there's no other phrase, there's no other way I can express this. It's like, this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Even if it's abstract, I think that's kind of how you know. But it's also really like production wise, I feel like it's just a feeling, which is really a sort of horrible answer, because it's like, what even really is that? It's just something that you like learn to gravitate towards over time. But I think I've just learned as a producer now that like if I really can't stop listening to something or thinking about something, then it's right. But also on the flip side of that, if something is still bothering me when I listen to a song, then I should probably change it. So it's kind of just like a experimenting process where you're just trying out new sounds constantly and reworking it until it's in a form that it makes the most sense, I guess.
Yeah, and also in this part that it always changing. And when I heard Lonely Touch on the original, and when I heard the piano version, I mean, both hit so differently. But in the original, you can sense this like hug, sonic hug around you, but in the piano version, it hits so much sad, I guess.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is the main contrast between the piano versions and the original versions emotionally? What's the main difference you would say?
I mean, I think you've already said it. I think it's the piano versions are just naturally so much more depressing, and I don't really know why. I think the songs are slower, you know, there's no tempo really. I'm at a free tempo. It's much more emotive. It's much more, I don't know. It's much more intense in the sense of just being I'm much closer. The lyrics of what I'm saying are not disguised by any production. There's no drums. There's no synths to make you feel, you know, enlightened or excited. There's just the melody and the lyrics and the piano. And so it's like, even when I would listen to them, it's like me as a listener, there's nowhere to hide, you know, like you have to sort of face what I'm saying, which I think is why it's so much more sad, because the lyrics haven't changed at all. It's just the sound. So I think it's more that I just tend to write really, really sad lyrics, but the production around it is much more uplifting, which makes them okay. But yeah, I think that's my take on why that is, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, but it feels, I gotta confess, the moment I heard After All, that's the one that hit me harder, especially on the piano version. And I would like to ask, this is more about love. What do you think love makes it such a special and transcendent feeling, even though sometimes it's ephemeral?
I think most people I know would probably say, and I think maybe most people in general would say that love is still really worth it, especially even if it does not last forever. And there's just something about the power of, like, I don't know, I think it can be really devastating to think about love ending, and it can be really devastating to imagine a world in which you don't have a person you love, or that you no longer talk to one another. But I think most people would agree with the fact that we're lucky enough to even get to experience love, even if it's very brief, you know. I think love is probably one of the most confusing things to ever exist, but also, like, how lucky are we that we get to experience this, you know? So I don't know, there's just always an innate battle of, like, what is this? Will it ever be enough for me? Will I ever be enough for love? You know, it's just sort of an endless way of figuring it out. But I kind of forget, I guess, exactly what your question was, but that's what I think.
Don't worry. Yeah, because we're talking a lot, and maybe also I want to ask you, What are the feelings you wish could last forever? And which ones do you actually appreciate for being fleeting?
That's such a great question. I mean, love is definitely like the real peak of love, not just like saying that you love people, because that you can make that last forever. I think you can make a certain kind of love last forever, but I think the love that I have been so addicted to and the love that excites people is, you know, very fiery, kind of spontaneous, exciting love. And I do wish that it could last forever, but I also think it's very powerful because it doesn't, you know, like I don't think it would have the same effects if it genuinely did last forever. I think it would like ruin you and make you feel really weird. But yeah, I think infatuation we appreciate because it's so fleeting. Like when you're obsessed with a person or obsessed with, it doesn't even have to be romantic necessarily. It can even be like you meet someone in life that just totally changes your outlook on things, and you meet friends who like, oh my God, like if, you know, for a month you're so close with someone, and then sometimes you aren't anymore, and it can be so devastating to figure out. But I think it's just devastating because you know that it's so brief, and yeah, it's just impossible to like get back to a point that you, I don't know, really remember things like that. But
yeah, love. We all love wish could last forever.
yeah.
And also, and now that you're coming to Mexico this August, the Foro Indie Rocks, it's a very intimate venue. Are you planning to play the piano versions or just
Yes, I mean, we're gonna do everything. We're gonna do some piano versions. We're gonna do my normal set. I'm bringing my entire band. So, yeah, we'll hopefully try to mix and match everything.
Yeah, this is the third time you're coming to Mexico. How's the Mexican fan treating you?
Very well, too well, almost. Everyone's been always been so nice to me, and just so kind and supportive and very energetic. So I'm excited to experience that again.
Oh. Now, to wrap things up, is there anything you'd like to say to your Mexican fans that are eagerly waiting for your return?
Just that I'm eagerly waiting to see them. So I can't wait, and I can't wait to meet people and just, yeah, have a great experience together. It's going to be lovely.
Thank you so much for your time, Sarah. It's been lovely talking about love with you.
Thanks so much.